I grew up with an NES, a Super Nintendo, N64, etc., but I never owned a Game Boy until now. If you know me, you know I love retro gaming. My logo right here is even inspired by it, but I never had a Game Boy, and I always kind of wanted one, and so recently I got on eBay, and I bought one. And this is used, it's been opened before, but it's in wonderful condition. It's supposedly complete in box. I'm going to unbox it here so you get the experience of what it was like to unbox a Game Boy way back in the late 80s. And I also have the original Super Mario Land complete in the box as well to showcase. Interestingly enough, Nintendo just released their Game Boy games for Nintendo Switch Online subscribers, so this video is well timed. These are the games they've released thus far. I'm surprised they didn't release the original Super Mario Land. They released Super Mario Land 2, 6 Golden Coins, which supposedly is the better game, but we will unbox the original Super Mario Land right here just to see what the inside looks like. So the person I bought this off of kept it in great condition in this plastic container here. Props to them. This box is great condition. Shiny, very shiny. Look at this. I don't know if you care about the shine of the box, but it's shiny. And, well, I'm taking a peek. Great box overall. I mean, it really brings back the 80s, doesn't it? This was like late 80s, I think 1989. The system includes Tetris game pack, headphones for digital stereo sound, game link cable, and 4 AA batteries. I doubt it has the AA batteries in here. They probably won't last that long. They might even get corrosive if they were left in here, but I have some AA batteries on my own. All right, I gotta be careful with this. Let's see. I don't want to bend this up at all. I'm gonna try very carefully to open this. Still got the styrofoam. Man, this is not worn at all, hardly. All right, I'm being careful with the box, sliding this out. Oh boy, I think I opened it upside down. So flip it. Okay. Moment of truth. The moment of truth, guys. Ta-da! Well, there's a... First up, there's a warranty form and also this little fold out here that showcases a bunch of the Game Boy games. Don't forget, you can also subscribe to Nintendo Power. I did. I loved Nintendo Power growing up. But this is what was inside. I mean, everything's in great condition here. I really do feel like I'm way back in time. There's the Game Boy, of course. Front and center. Amazing. I don't think these headphones have even been opened before. And this cable doesn't look like it's been untied ever. And these owner manuals are in great condition. I almost don't even want to open them. Check this out. This teaches you how to play Tetris. So here's the Game Boy itself. It's classic, right? I mean, it looks amazing. If you take a look, there's a D-pad, 2 buttons, B and A, and then a select and start button as well. This is the back. The game cartridge inserts at the top, and then the batteries insert at the bottom. This right here is what the cartridges look like. Pretty cool. They're, you know, smaller than the NES cartridges. Zoom in. Boom, right there's Tetris. Slide it in. Turn it on. Moment of truth. Oh, it works. It works. I don't know, can you hear it? The speaker's down here at the bottom. Do you hear it? So right off the bat, I'm just going to tell you, the screen is not backlit, so it's difficult to see. Of course, I have lights in here, and the best way, you know, for me to see it would be to go this way. And then, I don't know if the camera can really focus in on it, but now I can see it. Okay, it feels pretty responsive. In fact, my only complaint is the backlight. You know, you need a well-lit area to play it. All right, but honestly, you guys are going to want to see me play like this. Let's jump into the Game Boy games here on the Nintendo Switch Online. And if you take a look at the settings, you can actually make it a Game Boy Pocket, or a Game Boy Color. Of course, to best recreate what I have here, I'm going to choose Game Boy. And you can choose to reproduce the classic feel, which looks like it adds, you know, kind of a screen effect on it. And also looks like the colors are a little more washed out. That looks a lot more accurate, honestly, and let's go with that. So let's jump into Tetris. Now, this is big and zoomed in, obviously, but this is exactly what you want if you want to play on your TV or even on the Switch itself. Classic music, 1989. Look, I was right. All right, so let's just do this. This is what it looks like. You know, everyone's played Tetris. I don't know what kind of tolerance you're going to have for me sitting here playing a whole bunch of Tetris. Probably not. So I'm just going to get through really quick, clear a few lines, do the best I can do. And yeah, so this is pretty responsive, pretty nice. I do want to play that Mario 2 game. All right, I made it to level 1. Let's showcase some Mario. All right, I took the batteries out. I'm gonna put this up. I'm so glad it works after all these years. The previous owner must have taken great care of it. Putting this back though, this is such great condition. It's gonna sit in this box forever. All right, I got it back in its box. I'm gonna keep it there forever. Jeez, how do you even open these when they're such good condition? I don't wanna bend anything. First, can we get a close up on this art? That looks incredible. All right, opening it up, it has a plastic insert with a cartridge and instruction books. This is in decent condition. It teaches you how to play Super Mario Land. It comes with an instruction book and some flyers. And then, of course, the cartridge is nestled in right here. And this is just for show. All right, I'm gonna put that back. Hopefully they release Super Mario Land on here, but let's jump into Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins, and just get a feel for it. All right, here we go. Run and jump right there. Stomping Goombas. All right. Whoa. That was on my head. Oh, you can go backwards. Okay, that's interesting because, you know, the first... Well, this is number 2. I wonder if in the first game you can go backwards. I was just thinking about the first game for the NES. They wouldn't let you go backwards. So, I mean, yeah, this is pretty cool. I wonder why they didn't add the first game yet. You would think they would lead with the first game, but this is the second game. I've read reviews, and clearly, based on those reviews, this game is better. What? All right, hold on. All right, you know what? I think we have a pretty good feel for what this game looks like on a classic Game Boy. I want to take a look at the other options on this this system here. Go. Okay, well, just go through the door. Got it. You have Game Boy, Game Boy Pocket, Game Boy Color, but let's get rid of the classic feel. Let's set it to Game Boy Color and see what this game can look like at its best. All right, so everything's in color. It's a lot more crisper. And the main thing that I noticed is there's not motion blur. I guess they added motion blur in to kind of reflect what the original Game Boy was actually like in terms of motion blur. This is the way I would prefer to play it if I were to be playing it today. A blue Goomba. All right, thanks for watching me unbox this Game Boy here and reliving memories that I never even had in the first place. I had a great time. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I'll see you next time for more.